I was probably 10. And I was down at the fair and I was playing one of them games where you pitch the nickels in the plates. I won a butter dish with a lid. Cost me a whole nickel. And that was a lot of money back then. And I gave that to my grandmother, who lived out on Rebecca Street off of Glendale. Mm-hmm. And then when my wife and I got married, she gave it to us, and we still have it proudly displayed in our little case. And it's absolutely worthless to anybody else. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it cost a nickel. Mm-hmm. But to us, it's precious.
I was probably 5 or 6, and my sister's just a couple years younger than me, so she was a little bit younger. My mom was sick this year. My dad took us to the fair. And I will never forget it because we got probably like a hot dog and maybe some snacks of some sort. And they had those booths, the photo booths where you just stick your head in it, you know? And it was super 70s. And it was like, one was a little skater kid. And then the other one was like the girl with like the girlfriend. And it was me and my sister. And she wanted to be the girl, but I made her be the boy. We also went to the fun house and we got lost in the House of Mirrors in the very last section. And I still to this day don't go in those. I remember how panicked I felt and looking out at my dad because I could see him, mm-hmm. but we could not get out. And I thought I was probably going to die in that room.
It was the last day of the fair, I think, and I went on the Ferris wheel with a guy from the radio station, and we interviewed on the top of the Ferris wheel about the fair. I don't ride much. I do also remember at the old fairgrounds, the superintendent of the carnival exhibits that was on our fair board, they all knew him, mm-hmm. and there was an octopus ride that he was going to take me on. Well, my stomach wasn't quite strong enough for the octopus, and he kept trying to get them to stop, mm-hmm. and instead of stopping, they spun the car, and I thought I was going to lose everything. And when I did finally get off of that ride, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to stand up. But yes, those were, I liked the Ferris wheel, but I didn't get along with the octopus at all.
One time I rode the tilt-a-whirl. I don't do circles, but guys I was with all challenged me to do it. It was not a pleasant experience. It was even more pleasant when it stopped because everybody found out what I had for dinner.
I'm not a huge like roller coaster fast ride person, so I've never done the Gravitron. I know that was a big one, but I usually do the Ferris wheel too. And then, bumper cars is my favorite, though. It's always mm-hmm. fun, mm-hmm. And now when I go, I go with my friend and her kid, and he's going to be 4, so we like to take him on the bumper cars, too. And he pretends to drive, but, he needs some help.
I was babysitting for this kid, Matthew, and I took him to the fair, and my favorite ride is the Himalayas. I've always loved that ride. But obviously, I'm a lot bigger than this. He was like 4 years old, you know? And I'm like, Matthew, let's go in the Himalayas. I think you'll love it. That's how bad I wanted to go on this ride. And they let him go on that ride with me. You know, I was probably like, I don't know, 20-ish, right around there. And they let that little kid get on that ride with me. And he sat on the one side because, you know, if you're like the bigger person, you got to sit, I think, on the inside. He did not. He was not happy. But I was like, we got off the ride and I'm like, you're okay. We'll be fine. And he just like, walked away. I was like, I can't believe that. I wanted to ride that ride so bad. I'm like, come on, kid. We're going on the Himalaya.
So last year we went and we met my friend Emily on the Midway. She was with her son, Wyatt, who's going to be 4 this year. But he wanted to go on everything that was age appropriate. You know, I also don't think he was going on the Gravitron, and my husband Ben was with me, and Emily had been there for like 2 hours already. She's like, I've gone on everything with Wyatt. I can't do the child's roller coasters anymore. So Ben's like, I'll go. So he had to ride that little Caterpillar roller coaster like 10 times in a row with Wyatt just because he would not get off of it. He kept getting off and getting back on. Yeah, it was just really funny. Every time Ben had to act excited, he's like, okay, let's go, Wyatt, yay.
I was probably 13 or 14 years old. When they dared me one time to go on a zipper 3 times in a row, and they bet me $20 I couldn't do it, and I did it, but I couldn't throw up. So I'm sitting there, and I go, you guys give me the money, And they're looking at me. I go, well, nothing's going to happen. They go walk away. And I go, whoa! They just ate lunch. Dang it. But I got $20 bill, so I can go eat again.
We would go to the fair at night. When we got to be 8, 9, 10, we went down and helped put the the rides together. Then once we got the rides together, then we would help with the rides, or I helped a lot with the hammer swing where you go up and hit the dong. That many times then we would make 25, 30 cents a day, and then we come back at night and try to hang around with the girls and stuff like that. Now you could not do that today.